Hey, real estate besties. How are you showing up on Instagram? Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, it's Rosemary Lewis, your educator agent with eXp Realty. And y'all, today I am going to give all of my real estate colleagues, my real estate bestie friends, some advice on how to show up on Instagram and actually start attracting clients. But before we get into it, you know what I need you to do. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. That way, every time I post a video, you will be the first to know about it. And guess what, y'all? Not only am I here on YouTube every week posting new videos, but your girl has a whole podcast for you now called the Real Estate Bestie Podcast. So make sure that you download it on wherever you get your podcasts. We're on Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts, like we're everywhere. So get it, share with your real estate bestie so that they can get, all of the tea that we talk about over there. But now let's get into the topic and start talking Instagram today. In 2022, I really don't care what kind of business you have. You could own a bakery, you could, sell things on Etsy, you could be a real estate agent like we are. It is inevitable that Instagram is a great place to market your business. But it's also a place where many of us have felt very uncomfortable, and it feels kind of vulnerable to put yourself out there. Now, I've done videos in the past just giving you some ideas about social media marketing. I'll go ahead and tag one right here. But today I am going to give you just 3 practical things that you can start doing on Instagram today to attract clients to you. Now, notice I didn't say just to gain your followers because, listen, I was just talking to one of my mentors recently and she told me that at one point she had 100,000 followers on Instagram, but did not make $100,000 a year. Now, I want that to seep in for many of us because I know I have been guilty of looking at someone's following and thinking that equates success. And I'm not here to judge, if you have a lot of followers or anything like that, because, we definitely want our reach to go out there. But the goal of what I'm going to share with you today is not just to gain followers, but it is to attract the right type of clients to you. And there are some things that you can start doing on Instagram right now that I can tell you have been proven in my business and has helped me to create a really, really successful referral real estate business. So the very first thing I want to say though, is before I get started, is that, when we are posting or when we are thinking about going live or doing a video, I know that there is a lot of hesitation and there is a lot of fear about putting yourself out there. And I just want to remind you that 9 times out of 10, the person looking at your video is not the big bad wolf who's gonna come and huff and puff and blow your house down, okay? So what I mean by that is it's just a regular person on the other end. And it could be that person who is looking for someone to help them with their problem of not being a homeowner or not being able to sell their home. And you would be a great fit, but we have to put that fear aside and actually put ourselves out there. Again, I know that it's a vulnerable space to be in, but I'm gonna encourage you to just really think of it like, you're sending a video to your mom or you're sending a video to your friend, except you're sending this to all of your friends on the internet who you can serve as a realtor. So here's what you first need to start doing. Number 1, stories, y'all. Post to your stories every single day. I know somebody just wanted to log off because I said that, but literally, stories I feel like are a great opportunity for you to be relatable and not only share about real estate, but you can share your life with people, but you get to pick and choose what you share. So for instance, I'm not gonna go on stories in the middle of a heated argument with my husband or share something really personal, like a personal conversation with a friend. But if I'm out shopping or if I'm picking up a pumpkin latte and today I put butterscotch in it and it was a hit or it wasn't a hit, those are the type of things that I get to share on stories. And then I am reaching out and connecting to someone on the other end who might have some of the same things going on as me, which means that I'm going to be more relatable to them. So the more you post to stories, the more people are going to get to know you. The more they get to know you, they get to like you. The more they get to like you, they get to trust you, and then you attract them as clients. So every single day, find something that you can put on your stories. So if you are a coffee buff, go ahead and do a video as you are making your morning latte. If you're a gardener, if you're walking your dog, like there are so many opportunities in our day that we can hop on for 15 to 45 seconds just to drop some knowledge about us and knowledge about real estate. So definitely sprinkle in your profession in there, but make sure that on those stories, they get to know you. Here's the next thing on Instagram. Reels. I know some of you all are like, I am not doing a reel. I am not dancing to real estate. That's not what I do. And I'm with you, okay? I actually just got into doing reels a little more, but I had to figure out how to do it in a way that was more natural for me. So sometimes I do the little trendy ones, but a lot of times, y'all, I will just go hit the video, talk for just a few minutes about something that's happening in the market or something that's happening in the area, or give a few, some words of encouragement. And then I will post that as a reel, and that still is a reach, okay? I suggest that you post reels at least 2 times per week. And listen, reels, like, it can feel more complicated. I think with every update, they try to make it a little bit easier for us. But this is why reels are interesting, is that your stories right now, Instagram is only pushing to your followers. But reels, Instagram is pushing out to everybody that has like interest based on the reel that you post. So that means that your reach is going to go further. The other week I posted a reel, and within, I want to say like 45 minutes, I had over 10,000 views. And a few of those people who viewed stuck around, right, and became followers. And then they're going to get and see my stories, these new followers. When they see my stories, they're going to get to decide if I'm someone that they think they will know, like, and trust, and perhaps I'll have an opportunity to serve them later. But if I did not post that initial reel, then I wouldn't have had the opportunity to do it. So stories once a week, reels twice a week. Then here's the last thing. Don't forget about your news feed, okay? Your actual grid where you're posting. And when you are posting to your grid, one mistake that I see real estate agents make all the time is that it's all stock photos, it's all branded. Like, when I look at your profile, I need to get a good idea about who you are. So what that could look like, your first 3 photos that you post to your actual profile. Right now, Instagram is letting you pin so many photos. So make sure in those photos that you are pinning, those posts that you are pinning, it's going to tell a little bit about you. It's going to tell, like, well, how do you serve? Is it going to show your family? If you play rugby, maybe it should be a rugby one. Like, something that people will automatically get to look at and get to know a little bit about you is what we want on those posts. But we don't want it to just be all real estate, all stuffy, okay? Because that's what everybody else is doing. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure that they understand that you are a real person on the other end that they actually want to talk to. So make sure that when you are posting to your actual Instagram feed, that it's not all business, it's not all brand colors, it's not all brokerage, it's not all houses that you've never been to, but it gives some interaction about who you really are. Now, the purpose of all of this, like, why even use Instagram? Because it is a free tool that you can use to, again, that word, attract the right type of clients to you. And I'm a firm believer, y'all. I do a lot on Instagram. And one of the reasons that I do a lot on Instagram is that I know in this day and age, because I do it, if someone refers somebody to me, the very first thing they're probably going to do is look me up on social. And I want them to be able to look at my content. I want them to be able to look at my videos, the cadence, how I speak, how I interact. You can get a good sense for somebody's personality. And I want them to decide right then and there, you know what? I do want her to be my homegirl. Let me give her a call. And if they think that I'm not going to be a good fit for them, quite honestly, I don't want to waste my time and I don't want to waste their time. So I am okay if they decide that I'm not going to be a good fit and they don't call. And I gave us both the gift of not wasting our time by having enough things about me on Instagram where they can decide if they really want to work with me. So trust me, using Instagram as a tool and using it in the way that I'm sharing with you will not just gain you followers, but it will gain you real life people that really want to do business with you. Now, If you have made it to the end of this video and you've not subscribed to my channel, what are you doing with your life? Go ahead and subscribe. And since you did make it to the end of this video, I have a gift for you. I have created a free 5-day mini course for you on mistakes that you are not going to make in a shifting market. So hop on over to my website, rosemarylewis.com/5 mistakes so that you can get a copy of that free course now. See you next week.